I give a damn if you boo us. But one thing, shut the hell up. One thing I will not let you do is try to act like I ain't never got mine. What y'all thought I was crazy? Huh? What y'all thought I was off the hinges? Huh? What y'all thought I was losing it? Huh? The crazy thing about this situation is that I'm just getting started.
We here.
God is my witness. God is my witness. I fear no man but God. No man walking on this earth but God. I'm telling you right now, I'm just getting...
Welcome back to another episode of the Rocboyz Wrestling Podcast. Matt, what number is this?
This is number 25.
25, bitches.
We kind of been slacking on the numbers, but it's okay.
It's all right.
Because it's over nonsense.
Hey, he always trying to link everything together. But this your boy Dave CEO Coles.
Hey, you already know this. I'm no longer Crash Out King Matt. This is just King Matt. And that's all we're going to say from there. The elevation.
I like that.
The evolution. But I still will dog walk and y'all bitch asses.
Can't take the Crash out of him. Just change his name. Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes, sir.
It's making a new tribal chief very slowly.
I don't even know if it's just a tribal chief. I don't know if it's just a damn outlaw, dog. End of the day, and why he's a Fatu, they gonna be held down. They gonna be held down. They gonna be represented. And by who was by right now, I'm cool with.
We only reviewing SmackDown, so we can jump around a little bit. We ain't gotta do it in order. As long as we touch a little bit of everything, that's all that matters.
No Diddy.
But let's just see. Are we doing the no Diddy game or we not? Which ones we doing? Because we both can say some wild things, and you know it's not that type of way.
Gonna catch it every time just to make sure. No Diddy.
All right, we're going to do a no-did shot game one day. We're going to see how drunk everybody be at the end of the damn show.
I'll tell you, it won't be us. I ain't going to say something like this. I'll be like a sniper. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, man, he crazy.
Everybody.
But nah, so yeah, we can just jump around the show a little bit. But I do want to start with the opening segment, though. Ray Mysterio getting the open segment. He was back home in the 619 area code. How did you think of what did you think about it?
It was they tried to do what Monday did. I'm gonna be honest with you. They tried to match Monday's Penta being home with of course Ray Mysterio's there, because as we know, Ray Mysterio is a Raw superstar. I mean, I know the portal's there and that exists, but at the same time, him being there and doing that was nothing but a little pander.
For sure.
You know, I definitely do think it's still great the fact they are in California. And I mean, I feel like California deserves these spots, especially with everything kind of going on. Kind of moves you away from the, you know what I'm saying, the horrific events that happened last week. You know, and that may again, for any future families that may have gotten in trouble, anybody that's had any losses, it kind of moves you away from that. You know what I mean? To kind of and come and entertain yourselves, to kind of make sure that you feel home, that you feel welcome. and that you can kind of take your mind off the stress and everything that you may have been through. Shout out to those families again. Shout out to anybody that has any losses. Shout out to anybody who's going through any trauma, stuff like that. Because again, I can't imagine losing my home. I can't imagine being within a wildfire state. I can't imagine going to those types of environments.
Man, losing your home is one thing. It's like losing like stuff that you can't replace,
No,
pictures
seriously,
and stuff like that.
memories.
Like,
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's it. Got to be like you said, that got to be devastating
Yeah.
for them people. But like we said, we here to take their mind off of that. So if y'all listening, our prayers is with y'all. But we back into this wrestling review. So having Ray there tonight. Hold on. But before we even talk about the Ray Mysterio opening, I want to talk about this. How they had Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett walking through the crowd to get to their ring. I like how they just trying different things to see if it works. And I mean, that was okay, but I didn't care for that, honestly, like that, bro.
I mean, it wasn't horrible. I mean, put it like this. I like how they switch it up from sometimes they do a superstar. You know what I'm saying? You know, usually with the announcers, they're usually the ones that get announced before the airing starts.
Mm-hmm.
I actually appreciated this a lot, just to kind of give you a different feel. I like how they put out little testers every kind of like week and everything to kind of see like what's going to be the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Kind of set the table in a way to speak. Having Joe and Wade do it, I'm not mad at it at all. So I'm saying we might have a difference of opinion with this.
I mean, like you said, I don't think it's nothing that will happen every week, like we both saying. So that's something I mean, it was a nice try. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't mad at it. Like I'm saying, I'm not disappointed at it. I really liked it before how they would just stand next to the announce table and then they would just go over what's going to happen tonight, giving us the action, the play by play, what's going to happen tonight. But I mean, they just did it walking into the arena. That's all they did. I mean,
Yeah.
it was cool. But like we said, back to the Rey Mysterio coming out. Had a good pop from the crowd. Crowd was happy to see him. Kind of figured it was going to happen, of course. And the man of the hour, the real champion, because he holding the best title in the business, if you ask me, the Ring Eagle title.
So.
KL
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
comes out, cuts a promo. That was amazing as well. Going back and forth with Rey Mysterio. Ray, you know, a lot of people don't give Ray his credit. He's not bad on the microphone.
No, he's not bad. I will say during the pandemic, his feud with like Seth Rollins, I didn't necessarily care for him on the mic as much.
Right.
I mean, that might have just been for the fact of the program and everything like that, the limitations they could have had. But I mean, Ray's not bad. Again, Ray, what? Ray's 50 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Ray
50,
up there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like we literally seen Ray Mysterio grow up as a kid. Like from WCW days to now, it's just total 360. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't necessarily expect somebody like that to still be there. And I'm not even gonna sit and say like he's not there. I don't want to say he's part time.
No, he's still a full-time performer, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
like I fuck with it. Like you know what I mean? For those type of wrestlers to last that long, you know what I mean, and still kind of move the way they do is amazing. No dead. Like you don't expect like again, you look at somebody like let's say Goldberg for instance, right? Goldberg's big old powerhouse, no dead, and so like you don't expect him to be still doing powerhouse moves. You clearly don't see him doing the jackhammer the way he does, no
Because he
diddy,
can't.
like
He can't.
yeah, but you get what I'm saying, like those type of limitations. And then you got somebody again like. But just, I mean, Rey Mysterio again still does his Hurricanranas, still does a moonsault. You know what I mean? Still gets lifted off the air, does these high flying moves at this age.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I know it's like again he is older, so I'm saying it's not necessarily as quick as it used to be. No dead, but like I'm catching myself every time. Trust me. But like it's just the principle of like you know it's still like the mobility is still kind of there.
No, it's definitely there. And Ray is 50 years, right? He just turned 50 December 11th.
Got
So
you.
Ray is 50 years old. I like it, you know, like we said, we knew with it being in San Diego, 619. this was predictable to happen. Him having
Yeah,
the
well,
main event tonight. So I mean, I wasn't mad at it.
the whole announcement was kind of predictable. Like
Yeah.
you knew why he was there. Of course, he's there to say, "Yeah, it's my hometown,"
Mm-hmm.
but you knew where it was going from at some point. You're like, "Oh yeah, you talking about doing stuff that you did back in 2006." Oh, we know where this is. we know what and we know what time it is of the year. We know what time of the year it is.
Well, and technically, it wasn't even the main event. So
No,
it was at the top of the 9 o'clock hour.
right.
So
I mean, but you know why they did that? I'm saying that it's like a little slight to say the fact that Winston's not the real champion. He don't get the main event spot.
right. No, it makes sense because of the storyline, quote unquote.
Right. But definitely good to see Ray back out there. I'm kind of excited to see where he falls within the Royal Rumble. I mean, because they haven't announced anybody's numbers yet. I'm saying they haven't even drawn numbers, which they probably do after Saturday night's main event. So
They don't
probably
really
leading
do
up to
that
that.
no more though, cuz.
They kind of do though. They kind of do.
They don't really.
Like maybe like they'll hint to like who's getting first, who's getting second. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so,
like 1 and 2, but you don't know who. Like you don't get the whole layout.
Of course. I mean, put it like this: 1 and 2 are probably gonna be like a hot feud.
Might put like Sheamus and what's it called in there?
Ludwig Kaiser in there. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Like that one, or they could put like ones that you don't necessarily like a Damian Priest and maybe like a Dominic Mysterio. So, something subtly hot, like something that's subtly there.
I like what you
to draw attention.
Yeah, I like what you saying when you said that. That's pretty dope right there. I can see that happening more and more. Like yeah, you said it's gonna be a high feud 1 and 2, and they'll probably release that real soon. Who's gonna be 1 or 2? Since we talking about
you think of last year it was Jay and Jimmy.
Yeah, Jay and Jimmy. Yeah, I mean we seen that. That was very 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 predictable. But what I was saying was since we talking about the Ray Mysterio and Kevin Owens match, I mean promo, we might as well just go ahead and talk about the match. Jump into the match as well. KO won the match. Cookie Cutter had to make an appearance. Well, they did say Wade Barrett. They had the segment about about them saying Cookie Cutter is officially medically cleared now. So, because he wasn't technically medically cleared, but he is officially now.
I mean, why wouldn't he be 2 weeks away from the Rumble?
Right. I mean,
like,
and they got Shawn Michaels being a special referee for fucking the ladder match.
I'm not mad at that, but why you need a special referee for a ladder match?
My point exactly.
Okay, so I mean, all right. I missed that part. I didn't. I may have.
I'm 95% sure that's what I seen.
And so I did see the fact that the contract signing didn't happen on either party. I mean, I know we're talking about I know we're supposed to talk about the match, but we should talk about the build up to it as well. I seen the whole I'm not signing until he signs the thing. And then the fact that they're moving it, I think they moved the actual signing to Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Good little publicity stunt that they're doing. Have Kevin Owens, one of the hottest feuds in the company, to kind of go on to a Tuesday night to bring that light for what they have on Saturday. And it also may even have little face-offs for NXT stars to step up to anybody, you know what I mean, on their card to step up to a Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens to kind of say, I'm going to take you on.
So maybe that's what I seen then. The contract signing going to be on NXT then.
Yeah. I think Shawn Michaels supposed to be in charge of that.
Okay, so maybe that's what I see. Not him being a part of the match. I'm gonna say yeah, because it makes no sense for him to be a special guest referee for the match.
A ladder match, so yeah, that's kind of far fetched. But yeah, either way, nah. So definitely see that. Like again, I can like. So speaking of NXT, I know we're gonna get right back to the match in a second.
No, go ahead.
NXT, I know you've seen Obafemi's comments about The Rock the week before. Femi is out here for anybody, bro. Anybody that comes on his show, that appears on his show, that takes up any time. Oh, he's saying like, yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen again. Don't get too comfortable thinking that you can keep doing that on my show.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like that. I like the subtleness. I like the little subtle stuff that Obafemi brings toward the table. Um, NXT stars have a big future going on, like a lot of them do, and he's one of them that are definitely on the tracker for
Yeah,
stardom.
I can't wait to see him come up to the main roster. I'm pushing more for him than
Trick
yeah.
pushing more for Ethan Page than Trick as well.
Yeah. But we all know Trick will be in the Royal Rumble most likely. Quick correction, both of us were wrong. The contract signing would be at Saturday night's main event, and Shawn Michaels will be the overseer of it. I'm looking at it right now. It's on WWE's Instagram.
They put it
So,
on Saturday. Okay.
so they have the contract signing next Saturday, which is next Saturday. So that's on.
I think I seen something that was saying on Tuesday. Either way, having Shawn Michaels involved in it for a ladder match, you already know why. The history
Well,
behind
it's
him.
Saturday night's main event is in San Antonio, so that's the only reason.
Okay.
That's why
I mean,
it's quote unquote there.
you could have somebody else do it, but it's okay.
I mean, when it comes to wrestling, San Antonio, you think about Shawn Michaels, so I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, it's probably more for the ladder match too, that aspect.
Well, both. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
because I mean, they could still went to a certain rattlesnake.
We're gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about him at the end of the night.
It could have went to a certain rattlesnake and it would have kind of had the same effect, maybe not a little bit more, just for the fact of nostalgia. You see Shawn Michaels all the time.
San Antonio is not really Stone Cold country. Dallas, Austin is really Stone Cold when you break it down.
I get that, but you get what I'm saying.
But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the rattlesnake because I was kind of a little bit upset. But back to this match. Back to the match. Kevin Owens pop-up powerbomb and won the match. Luckily, he's wrestling a lighter wrestler, so he can do it in. No diddy, and it looks good when he does it with a smaller wrestler.
And maybe that's what it's for. Maybe that's what it's for. Again, maybe it's just, again, you do that type stuff to. It's much like how when Jeff Hardy had to start doing the Twist of Fate more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just easier to do with these type of superstars. Like, I have longevity in the company as far as I don't have to go on the shelf
right.
and with an injury, because I can do this with a light superstar versus a heavier superstar like a Braun Strowman. No doubt. Right. But you say it's stuff like that. Again, you just think about the body, think about what things work for what things work and don't work for others. But nah, to see the pop-up powerbomb after such a long, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's kind of to see him actually like use it again, utilize that move again, was actually pretty fun. But I'm liking the what's the name a little bit better. I'm like the pile driver a little bit better for him right now.
Yeah. Yo, Triple H is letting these motherfuckers hit these power drivers again. I can see he's only letting select people do it. It's not open season to the power driver, but Kevin Owens and people like that who are executing the move. Of course, I know he believes in them. It's safe. It's a safe move for them, and how they're utilizing it. I'm not mad at it because the freak boy didn't let nobody use it at all, and he was fining you if you did use it. So,
I mean, my thing is he tried to find people for doing a super kick, but what happened with that?
True.
You know what I'm saying? People they were like this, and hit you with the kick as they did it. Like, they ain't really cared. So what you gonna do? Come out there and yell at me? Yeah, okay.
So this was yeah. So like we said, Kevin Owens won. Then Cookie Cutter come out. Whatever. Ain't nobody worried about that bullshit. I hope they do the right thing at Royal Rumble and take the belt off of him.
It's only right. Again, No offense, and I mean like, and I tried to draw too much to it, but it's so much better. The storyline again. Kevin Owens been on each show like weekly,
Mm-hmm.
carrying around a belt that ain't necessarily his. And it's actually more entertaining than watching Cody come out there and cut a generic promo. I'll be totally honest.
100% agree. 100%
You know what I
agree.
mean? Like, I know Cody is the quote unquote face of the company right now. And like, again, because the fact that he's the biggest baby face right now. So therefore, again, he sells well with merchandise. But at the same time, it's more, it's more like entertaining. It's refreshing to see somebody like Kevin Owens get this spotlight as a heel, as a, let's just say a delusional heel at that. Because again, he's walking around this title as if it's the real title.
Hold on, he's delusional, but again, is he delusional?
I mean, no. His message is spot on. His reasoning is spot on. His method about it, the way he's going about it, you can say it's delusional.
That's that type of what am I trying to say? That's that uh Batman villain type of
Of
thing.
course,
Like,
it's justified.
yeah, it's justified, but the way I'm going about it is not justified.
Right, like I'm being malicious about it, but it's justified.
Yeah,
Like
like the Bane,
yeah, there's method behind my madness. Like it's okay.
Yeah. Nah, for real. Nah. This was so we could jump to the next segment. Next match, next segment, everything. This was the disappointing right here for me. It was the Naomi Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. And it has nothing to do with how the women work or anything in the match. This is where I felt like, and me and you talked about this before we started the show, we should have got something towards Jade, like a hint of something. Give us something about her besides Matt giving it to her all the time. Yeah.
Nope. Gets me with that one no more. But I mean, I think we kind of did backstage. So they cut that little segment, little. It's basically like a hot second segment with Naomi and Bianca. Bianca kind of explaining herself for her getting hit by the hair.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Naomi kind of being so nonchalant about it. Again, you cost me a shot at the title. So, of course, I'm kind of mad. You know what I mean? You gave me this opportunity. I got gold on my shoulder, but I wanted double gold. And, like, you kind of stopped me from doing that. But, of course, Bianca kind of explained herself, saying, well, I tied the hair up. You know what I'm saying? So, that there. But to have nothing else besides that, of course, why you gonna go to Nick? Why would Nick Aldis know? Well, he doesn't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why would he have any clue, any inkling of it? That just didn't make any sense to me. It's like, unless like by this time we can at least be showing some type of vignette, like some type of vignette, like to it, like saying that there's audio footage. Like you could put a camera shot, like how we did with like the Wyatts and everything like that, and put like a date. You know what I'm saying? And then like, oh, what's up with that date? Then you go back and you kind of investigate what happened on that date. Oh, that's the date Jay got attacked. You know what I'm saying? Or you put the time of when it all happened. Like you do some stuff like that to kind of allude to what's going on. It's the fact that like we talk about this investigation going on, figure out what happened to it, and then we don't say anything else about it. Like you kind of just, it's like for continuity purposes, you have to have the story evolve and unravel some type of way. I do think it happens within the next week or so. I will say that. I think between now and Saturday Night Main Event, we kind of get more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Only because of the fact that it's like, why would she not come back at Royal Rumble? Why would she not show face? Or why are we not building her right now? You know what I mean? When we know we got some heavy hitters coming through.
No, you're right.
You know, like of course Charlotte Flair just got her she put out her segment, her reel on social media.
I took the brace off.
Yeah, which was actually like again, that was actually a dope one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Of course you have like Alexa Bliss out here posting stuff and everything like that. You know what I mean? They say that Becky Lynch, of course, I think she may be filming up with the Happy Gilmore 2 shots that she's doing for that movie. So I mean, those things out here circulating within the world in the news reports, you would want to do something for Jade. You know what I mean? You would think Jade would need something in between or before all that. Because again, why is she really off TV?
Right.
You know, they're still yet to kind of confirm what it actually is, and have yet to say like what it is. You know,
Right.
like is she injured? Is this part of storyline? Is it?
Nah,
Are
it
we
was
doing
real
something?
injury though.
But you get what I'm saying though. It's
On
like
TV, how they
like
said it. Okay, I got you.
yeah, like for everybody else, they're saying it's an injury. They're saying they're coming back from injury. Um, Like, I mean, you don't see Oscar on there being talked about at all, but it's injury. You know what I'm saying? Surgical purposes. But, and then you'll see somebody that they talk about being injury plagued. They talk about Jimmy Uso being injury plagued. That's what kind of kept him on the sideline for so long,
Mm-hmm.
with his career. So it's like with Jade, why aren't you just saying that she's injured?
Right.
Why build it in the storyline if you're saying that she's really injured? You know what I mean? Just continuity purposes. It's like, we're not dumb. Don't think we're dumb. Like,
Nah, what you saying makes sense. Fully. Like I said, that's why I was very disappointed. We didn't get nothing, and of course, we know Bianca Belair is around this situation, whether she
exactly.
did it or that's her tag team partner, and she's still supposed to be looking for the person as well. So why not when y'all give her camera time? I mean, at one point she kept saying we're gonna find out who did this to Jade and all this and all that.
Exactly.
Now I feel like y'all not saying nothing about it, period. And not even like you said, they have little hints, but they hints that you gotta really find. Like, give us something obvious. That's what I'm trying to say. Give us something obvious.
I mean, for the most part, like, you know how I had three people that I thought it could be. Then I dropped down to two.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's obvious it's one. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious it's one. At the same time, I feel as though we might be looking at maybe some more reveal come Tuesday.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I mean, but we can talk about the match. I'm saying the stipulations for the match first that happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can get into Tuesday. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I mean, with the tag match, like of course it's kind of wild how they're doing Nia Jax too. I will say that it's kind of wild. We're clearly moving her away from the title. I mean, she had a good run. This is her best run ever.
Yeah,
And so I mean,
the company, yeah, it's her best.
yeah, like it's her best run ever. So I mean, we're moving away from that, from putting her in the tag team. But she's about to go mid card. Let's be honest. She's about to go mid card for women.
Yeah, she can
And
probably
like,
hold the what's that? The Intercontinentals or something,
I
or
mean, she can
US,
go Intercontinental. She can even hold the US. Like,
or
but
definitely
it's
be a
definitely
tag team champion too as well.
I don't want her to be a tag team champion though.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I mean? And I say that because again, it's like, why move her in such a drastic route? Like she can chase for gold, single gold, and be fine.
you don't think
You know
she
what I
would?
mean?
You don't think she would help elevate the tag team titles though?
I don't like. I'm not saying she won't, but I don't want her to.
No,
I
I
don't want
got
her to
what you're
be.
saying. I'm saying, but if they
I
did do
don't want her to have
it,
that role.
yeah,
All because I feel like you give her that role, then like you got her poised to lose to up and coming ones. The ones I actually want to win these titles, which I actually predict they will win on Tuesday, because the winner of the stipulation of this tag team match was to fight uh Metaphor on Tuesday.
mm-hmm.
So Jakara and Last Legend on Tuesday. I feel as though like I want them to win the titles. You know what I mean? You have them win the titles, then you have them go like Alba Fire and Isla Dawn did.
Mm-hmm.
They were on NXT, but they were on all three shows. You know what I mean? So they can make an appearance on all three shows. I feel like that's where the route we should go. And I just it'll suck for Nia Jax to be a stepping stone for that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want her to be in that realm. I don't want her to be that step because again, she had an incredible run. So much like
You
Alexa, I mean, but
you don't want her to become Natty Neidhart. That's what you don't want her to be.
exactly. I mean, because again, Nia Jax is like, no offense to Natalia, but it's like Natalia, she is like she's on that veteran contract.
Right, I got you.
You know what I mean? Where it's like it doesn't matter if she wins or she doesn't. Her appearances right now they sell. You know what I'm saying?
Her
Like you have
music
her
hit, everybody go crazy.
exactly. Like not even that. It's like her reputation even in like behind the scenes. It's like she's basically like a trainer.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? Much like her husband is. Like they're like they're like trainers. They help with the up and coming stars, like behind the scenes, not even on scene, like behind the scenes. And then they put their work maybe to a match, maybe like every 6 months she's on there to help with up and coming, and she's back on TV.
No, you're right. No, I agree with you. No, I was just saying. I was just thinking about. But yeah, we definitely don't want her to drop down to that level yet. She still has a lot to give in the ring, and she is getting better, like you said. So she should stay. I mean, of course, she's gonna drop down a little bit,
Of
but she
course,
should stay. She should be a tweener.
but she can be she can be relevant.
Yeah,
Let her be relevant. Like
yeah.
don't make her irrelevant. Don't just drop her to the wayside where she doesn't get an entrance. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't get the televised entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Let her cook. Like if a lot of people don't like her in the ring, understand the fact that Nia Jax is probably one of the more superb women on the mic. You know what I
Nia,
mean?
yeah, Nia
She
improved all the way around.
no, for sure. I just feel like this on the mic, it's like a highlight because again, she used to be real robotish. You know what I'm saying? By the book. You know what I'm saying? Like you give her the script, she has to go by the script. I feel like she's kind of feeling herself a little bit more, whereas like she can go off the script. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to say like these key points. Well, she can say key points, but at the same time, she can say them her way. It's not so scripted. You know what I mean? It's not so like forced where she has to say these stuff and then that's it. Like no, not has been cooking. Um, but into the match, into the match.
Yeah, I mean, the match was good. Belair, Naomi won the match. Nothing really more to say to it.
I mean, yeah, like so. I'm with you. We can go on.
Yeah, it's another one.
We can go
But
on.
shout out to him. Jimmy is him.
I like it. I like this spot for Jimmy.
I like that.
I
Him.
like this spot for Jimmy.
Go ahead. What you about to say? Come on.
No, I'm saying like Jimmy's like it's crazy they said it. This has been his first one-on-one match, non-bloodline related, since about what 21?
Yeah, it's been a while.
No. It can't be 21. 21 was he's still in bloodline. Um,
Listen, we ain't even got to put a time on it. It's been a long time. It's been a
it
long
was
time.
Randy. It was I think it was Randy. It was Randy Orton. It might have been like I want to say maybe 2018. Like either way, it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute that Jimmy's had this spot. Um,
He shot it out.
and
He shot out his brother's world title shot on Saturday, and then hit it with the yeet.
said no, I fuck with it. Like it's a subtle shit. No ain't gotta say it, and everybody still rock with it. Like it's crazy how he made that market. That he made that such a
Mm-hmm.
marketing toy. Like even him saying no yeet, which was again the whole thing last year.
Right.
It's what made him such a enemy to Jay. Nah, I like what they're doing, Jimmy. I like what they're doing.
But yeah, so Jimmy, I need them to keep pushing Jimmy up.
Yeah.
Like you said, we like it. We like the things you do. I mean, of course, we knew in this match the bloodline was going to interrupt. We knew this. Like if you've seen it, if you watched this, we seen this coming a mile away.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah. So Jimmy, Jacob and Tonga.
Tama.
Yeah, him. Yeah. Attacked him. In the middle of the match. Of course. Crowd had a nice reaction to it too.
Yeah.
The crowd was, where was they at? Oh, San Diego. So the crowd was pretty damn nice, pretty good tonight for real. For it to feel like a slow show, and I texted you and said that, I said, cuz this show like a slow show, but
Mm-hmm.
when it was supposed to go up on the roller coaster, it went up. Like this was one of
Yeah.
the occasions right here where
The match
had us on a roller coaster.
before even the interference, like these two, Carmelo, and shout out to Carmelo too,
Yes, yeah,
because
you're
again,
right. You're right. You're right.
because he definitely is again working these spots. Like him out here, like his character work is so on point. It just automatically makes you feel it's just believable. It's him. It's really him. You get what I'm saying? Like I will say this one part I just didn't like Drew Barrett, Wade Barrett, Stu Barrett, whatever you want to call yourself today. Don't disrespect Kobe.
Yeah, don't do that. I heard it. I heard it.
Talk about how many shots. Like what superstar has missed the most shots in history? Kobe Bryant. Hey, calm down.
Yeah, you got to be a great to disagree, and
Yeah.
you ain't a great brother.
Yeah, I got some bad news for you. You ain't that great. But yeah, nah, definitely fun to see Melo really kind of I like that one. I think it was DDT. It was a backward DDT that he
Yeah,
did. He jumped
yep,
off the springboard DDT. Tough, tough. But look, I've been champion Melo for a little while. I'm gonna keep doing it. Melo is
You have it. I mean, to be honest, the company has too, because he rubs shoulders in the ring with a lot of good people and a lot of people that have prominent storylines in the company. I mean,
true.
he was in there with Cookie Cutter. I know, but Cookie Cutter is the champion. So
Weak one on the card.
yeah, so I mean, Carmelo Hayes has been holding his own in there with them. He hasn't looked like what's this word I'm looking for? He hasn't looked outclassed in the ring. Honestly, he hasn't. He hasn't. Like
I think it's just like his style reminds me a lot of AJ Styles, where it's like again he can mesh well with anybody. I know you might not agree with it,
no, I'm not.
oh, I mean I can take it further. I can even say like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels literally fit his match, his wrestling style fit with everybody.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course, between the times where he wasn't trying, like he was sandbagging Vader, no did he? But you get what I'm saying? Like those times where it's just like Shawn Michaels literally he could work well with anybody. He has dream matches with a lot of people. Carmelo Hayes is one of those. It's like again, he has a lot of dream matches with a lot of people because of the fact of what he can do, his ability in the ring.
My fear with Carmelo Hayes is him becoming a black Dolph Ziggler.
Good thing or bad thing?
Dolph had a great run. He had prominent spots, but he didn't never have a long run the way I feel like Dolph should have had.
Okay.
But I can see Carmelo Hayes becoming that, where he's respected, in the ring. Everybody knows what he can do. Is the company willing to give him a full push? We'll talk about it when we do our Money in the Bank cash-ins thing on Monday.
I'm feeling.
And yeah, when it comes to Dolph, still one of the best, crowd reactions in a long time.
Hey yo,
what's up?
We gonna get into that too, because
yeah. Yes. WWE out here making good moves, bro. They're making some great moves, bro.
Yeah, but back to this match.
Let's get through this SmackDown review because I think me and Matt gonna pod about that a little bit more. WWE out here kicking ass, no diddy.
But
let's get into the best promo tonight, man.
Hey yo, the man of the fucking hour.
Hold on, before we start with him, let's give Solo his props. Solo read the crowd and didn't say nothing, got booed out the arena, and walked away. If you don't know, that was not the plan. For him to realize that, that's the psychology of the wrestling business, and he's learning it. Go ahead, Matt.
He had his Jericho moment, which was very, very... I liked when Jericho didn't say anything for the longest time. At that time he came back and then actually wound up being a heel. If this is Solo for a couple weeks, I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Solo's not gonna be speaking until Rumble, and he might not even speak at the Rumble.
I think Solo won't speak until he does something prominent, or he feel like The Rock does his thing or something like that.
You putting Dwayne in that?
Yeah, I'm putting Dwayne in this for sure.
Hmm.
Because when we talk about the Netflix opening segment and all that, when he opened it up, that was Dwayne, the board member, in the Rock. I mean, in the Final Boss. Dress up. He just dressed up as the Final Boss. That wasn't the Final Boss. That character. Next time we see Dwayne or whatever, he's going to be the Final Boss, and we're going to get what we got before before he left. That's what I believe. That's what I believe.
Now I'm thinking. So, does the world? And I'm speaking to the world, but I'm just speaking to you and me. Do we want to see a Rock versus Solo match? One that you don't really think about.
That's definitely one that I did not think about till you just said it. I'm not mad at a Rock Solo match.
It kind of makes sense. You know what I mean?
Because Solo, you couldn't do it. You couldn't get Roman off the throne. I'm mad at you. That means Jacob will have to be tied up with somebody else for The Rock to have to do that match. Because if not, I believe Jacob would just, beat up Solo.
No. So hear me out. What if that does happen though? What if that's just step one for Rock? You know what I'm saying? Like that, and I say this lightly, only because of the fact it's like I know in a way to speak the Solo chapter of the Bloodline. A lot of people saying it's running this course. You know what I mean? But I will say that I think the next chapter is him being exiled out of the group.
I'm gonna say his chapter as him being a quote unquote leader and being the top heel towards Roman might have stepped down a notch. And like you said, it might be him being the outcast for a little while. I can see that, but Solo will still have a nice story arc though in some type of way, because he's going to, once he get exiled from this version of the Bloodline, which we know that's going to happen because you can see the way it's trending, it's going to happen. But Solo's still going to be, I think he's still going to. Don't be surprised if we get another version of the Bloodline, and we have 3 versions of the Bloodline.
That's what I'm getting. So I'm getting at maybe the fact that we bring in a Hikuleo. Again, he's the longest signed family member that has not made his debut yet.
Right.
I mean, I feel like he makes his appearance soon in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he's the one that attacks Solo on the behalf of The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, what's the name being the leader of the pack? Because again, as a werewolf, you have to have a leader of the pack.
Yeah, so we have a version of the wolf pack basically within the Bloodline.
Exactly. Small wolf pack, easy. They even got a nice sound to it. The small wolf pack.
You do.
And so you do that as the Rock's like quote unquote cronies, and then like you attack Solo, you want to get in a Solo versus Rock match, which will lead to Solo versus Jacob match.
Yeah, I can see.
I feel like that match is bigger than the Rock match. In all honesty.
Yeah, you're right. No, it definitely is bigger than. Yeah, hell yeah.
You see me?
Because of the if you watch anything offline and you see how they really have a real connection together, Solo and Jacob, and I'm sure WWE would definitely tap into that now that they're partnering with a lot of these companies that they can use the footage. So little things like that definitely will bring it all together and have a a massive storyline that could run for a while, and them two in the ring will be fucking amazing. Solo and Jacob in the ring.
You know what that adds to it though? That adds Eddie's son pretty easy.
Oh, for sure. I was just about to get into that. That definitely
Oh my!
brings in Zilla for sure. That brings in
Oh
Zilla.
man!
That brings in. That's why I see that. But that's probably like, SummerSlam towards the end of the year next year. Towards the end of this year, I don't see it happening in Mania season though. Honestly,
Right. No, I mean, shit. What we getting for Saturday? Like, 'cause, I mean, we gonna kind of come back in the SmackDown anyway.
right?
So the promo that Jacob cut.
Mm. Y'all gonna hear that? Well, y'all should have heard that when the show come on.
Hey, you kind of heard a little preview of what I said in the beginning of the show. But for the promo that Jacob cut, it just lets you know for a simple fact that that dude is coming for blood. No Diddy. He gonna get blood whenever he can see fit. And it starts with one person. Well, no, matter of fact, it starts with two people, but it officially starts with one person. Braun Strowman.
The match is official for next Saturday. The match I called for, me and you called for when they had that little stare down in the middle of the ring, where I felt like that should have been on the 3 hour show the following week.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I definitely said that, but
it's funny how they tied that in though. They said that Jacob took him out.
Mhm.
It was like that. Braun Strowman's really sick. A lot of people know that already. But for them to bring it right back, I'm with it.
Yo, Triple H listens to the people. He listens to the people.
I ain't gonna say listen to people. He listen to us.
Thanks for that subscribe, Triple H. I know you subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Paul.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, sir, Paul.
Just tell me what name you use. That's all.
Hey, that's it. But yeah, Jacob and Braun Strowman match is going to be something special. Mainly because again, Braun, of course, like we said with the Bronson Reed whole feud, Braun's got a little bit better as far as in the ring. Of course, you had Jacob in there. Again, you had a monster, a monster versus another monster match. This will be a little bit better than Bronson Reed and Braun.
Yeah.
I feel like those two had to run a series of matches. Versus this one's going to be a hard hanging match from the start.
Yeah, we'll talk about little predictions later on.
Oh no, for sure,
on Monday or whatever.
But no, definitely something to look forward to. But I will say one thing, and we've talked about it. I feel like the only thing that's in Jacob's way. There's one thing that's in Jacob's way. It's his weight.
Yeah, he got to get it back down. No, did he? He has to get his weight back down from the day to the day he debuted. I know when he debuted, he lost 50 pounds. I'm not gonna say he put the whole 50 back on. He at least put 30 back on.
I ain't gonna say 30. You can definitely tell it's a quick 15. Quick thing.
Yeah, because you're on 20. TV, so TV make you look bigger than what you are. So
look, 15, 20. I mean, Jake, like, yeah.
He's not wrestling with his shirt off now.
No. I mean, I feel like that's fine. I feel like it sells the merchandise, but at the same time, it's like to have this vest on, a little different.
I'm all for that when you're not wrestling, but he has wrestled with the shirt off.
Right.
So
right
now you put it on, you know what I mean? But I mean, we all know that. I mean, the wrestling lifestyle ain't the easiest. You gotta stay dedicated to your health and you know.
Just more or less, I only say it for his family. His family. Again, Yoko.
Yeah,
Uncle Rodney is the one I think of. You know what I'm saying? Uncle, cousin, whatever he was to any of them. That's the one I think of with them.
Even Rikishi though too.
No, seriously. Like and like again, Eddie.
Umaga with the heart, with the large
Yeah.
heart. Yeah.
My point is like it comes to the weight thing. It's like I don't like when it comes to their family. I like it's the biggest curse. What Rosie?
Yeah, you right. Nah,
You know what I'm
you
saying? Like it comes down to their weight. I know for a fact that like Samoan Islanders they get big. You know what I'm saying? They do that, but it's like for them in this company, like as far as how far I want to see them go, I would want them to have that under control.
yeah. Nah, you
You
right.
know what I
I agree
mean?
with you because it could be something that could turn, but we're not gonna put that on him. But
No.
Jacob, just keep working on, keep working. Um,
I ain't saying nothing bad. I ain't saying nothing too bad. I ain't
no,
trying
no,
to
you
dog
saying that
walk.
too bad. I'm just saying
Yeah.
this, yeah, we don't want that neither. But nah, honestly, like you said, you're right though. When it
Jacob.
comes to that family is oof.
Yeah. They have a curse.
And then you gotta think about it. Naya too. Naya, she had to work on her weight as well.
Yo, Nia, like you seen pictures of Nia before?
Yeah, bro.
Nia was a model. I mean,
She was
so
a
like
plus size model. Yeah.
she doesn't have a kid. She doesn't have any kids. Like, I think she was only plus size because she was tall.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was actually like small. Like you know what I mean? And so my thing is just for the fact it's like I just want them to maintain a positive like health in their path within the company. You know what I mean? Like again, Jacob has to have if he don't got a jetpack on his back right now, like if he don't got a rocket like that he's on right now, no dead, he definitely has a jetpack. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got a jetpack, and he's about to go straight to Jupiter. Like I ain't gonna say to the moon. He's going straight to Jupiter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hailing out from the sun because again, dude's hot, no dead.
Nah, it was yeah. So we definitely Jacob, just keep working, brother. Keep working. You're gonna be good.
Nah,
Let's get through
for
the rest of
sure,
this SmackDown shit though.
for sure.
All right, Los
Well,
Garza versus the Motor City Machine Guns. I didn't watch this match.
I didn't really pay attention to it either. I do know that Pretty Deadly came out. Um, yeah,
Pretty Deadly
yeah.
showed up, yeah, and tried to help Los Garza, but unsuccessfully. And Motor City Machine Guns beat him.
I mean, like, no. Let me rephrase it. Actually, I think I did. I watched this match. I was kind of in and out. So this match wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like it was actually one of the better tag matches. Like like another good showing for Los Garzos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for those who have seen them, of course, run this tag team before on Raw, on NXT, now back on SmackDown. Again, they are the modern day. Uh, what's their game? What's their name? The Primos.
Modern day
The
who?
Primos. The modern day Primos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the or colognes, whatever they were called. You
I
know
know
what I'm
who's talking about.
saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're the modern day version of them, where it's like, of course, you have this Hispanic group that's a tag team, and of course they come together, they have their falls, like you know what I'm saying. They're not LWO, no, because again, LWO doesn't even have a tag team that they want to promote or want to have fight, do anything on. But yeah, either way, uh, now I like the match. I just didn't like the interference. I feel like the interference it's like, dog, come on now, like you know what I mean. And then for the interference not even really do anything, not really having an impact of far who's going to win. Another thing. So it's like, now we have Pretty Deadly versus Los Garzas. I think they're going to try to push Pretty Deadly to kind of go into that. Um, I feel like they're like tweeners. I don't even feel like they're heels. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they don't have a settle. They not settled on which one they. I don't think WWE is settled on where they gonna put them at. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. I
They
think they're
they, they had
tweeners.
they had they had great push on NXT. On NXT, they were spot on NXT. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of got them to who they were. I remember when they first made the debut on the main card. They got big cheers. You know what I mean? Yes, boy. So it's just for the fact it's like, all right, well, where y'all going? Where y'all going now? Where y'all going with it now? Like at the end of the day, we don't want them. We don't want Los Garden to kind of lose touch. We don't want Pretty Deadly to not lose touch. Like it's coming to me that SmackDown is going back of like the days of the old, where they had a whole bunch of tag teams and just didn't say what to do with them. But I will say, with DIY,
Mm-hmm.
with the Motor City Machine Guns, with Los Garzas and Pretty Deadly, you have a great match that you can actually put them all in. They're not big, they're not overly big dudes. They can give you good spots. I feel like you need to do a TLC match with them.
Ooh. Nah, you wait till
Then
Penta brother come in and then you do a TLC match.
you can still do it then.
Penta
But
and his brother kill it in the TLC match.
understood, but at the same time, they'll take away from everybody else.
I don't give a fuck. I want the best of the best in there.
No. I don't want it to be I don't want it to be overshadowed by the match quality. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't want it to be
all right.
like because again they will overshadow it
You're right.
by all means.
You're right.
So with these guys now, because of the fact you have Alex Shelley, you have Chris Sabin right now, and they look like they're in awesome shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do it while you can. You know what I mean? Them being vets of a company that I can't wait to really talk about this. But them being vets in their respected journey as a tag team, I feel like you have to utilize them in ways that were utilized maybe before on the junior company. I don't want to say it's the other company anymore. I want to say it's a junior company. You want to say that? Or no, it's a sister company. I'm gonna say sister because that's what it's like now. You know what I'm saying? You get a little more respect when you say a sister company versus a junior type company. Right? Junior type company is WCW. Sister company is when you're in partners with. Feel me?
Okay. All right. Okay.
No shade to you, Dave, because I know you're a junior, but you get my drift.
Nah, that's not the same, but I got you.
But either way, so like I feel like you utilize them the way that they did, but now it's on a bigger platform. Again, we're not gonna get that hanging 2 title belts over 4 ropes.
No, yeah, I got what you're saying. Oh, but nah, you're actually right. The tag team division on SmackDown is way better than it is on Raw. And we do got some workers coming in. We got some more workers going to be coming in now. We got some workers going to be coming in. But let's get to it. My girl Tiffy Time got her first main event.
Hold up, bro.
What I skip to?
You forgetting a match.
What I forget?
B-Fab made her debut in the damn ring.
Oh shit, she did. And the crazy part is I watched that match too.
Yeah, I watched it too. It was B-Fab made her debut in the ring against Piper Niven. I didn't see it coming, but like you couldn't tell me that match was going to happen. If you told me B-Fab was wrestling that match at the top of the year, or any time in the last 6 months, I'd say yeah, bullshit. You're lying. But the fact that she made her debut, I'm not mad. Does she need more work?
She looks very green in the ring.
Yeah. Does she need more work? For sure. But it's a start.
It helps out the Street Profit if they're gonna keep the Street Profit. If they're gonna keep the Street Profit together, that all 3 of them are working. If they keep the Street Profit together.
Now, you speaking of them, you realize I didn't say them in that tag team match last match.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going the wrong.
You didn't.
I feel like they're transferring to Raw. And by doing that, you kind of elevate that show.
Yeah, but we might have a Hall of Fame tag team coming back too to Raw.
We can.
All right, let's get to the main event. It's Tiffy time, motherfucker. It's Tiffy time, motherfucker. I wish our music said that. That shit would be so dope.
Look, this wasn't a bad match though. This is actually a solid match. This probably I finished probably the last bit of it before I seen, but not a bad match at all.
No, it wasn't a bad match. Bayley was the veteran in the ring.
Hometown.
You can tell she carried the match. But like me and you said, Tiffy ain't bad in the ring. She's not like terrible in the ring. She's I hate to do this. She's no B-Fab.
She's no Charlotte.
Who?
She's no B-Fab, but she's no Charlotte. I'm gonna take it.
So if Charlotte is the best, and you saying B-Fab is the worst, she's in the middle.
She's more towards the top. I'm gonna take a shot. Well, I'm gonna take a shot. She's better than Sasha.
There ain't no shot.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a shot of truth.
Oh, I'm about to say that's about it. I mean, the only reason why Sasha gets the shine she gets is because she's Snoop Dogg's cousin. Fuck out of here.
That's how you feel?
I ain't holding my tongue.
That's how you feel?
That's what I said.
All right now. Amen to that.
And she need to stop thinking she the female Eddie Guerrero. Cut that shit the fuck out. No goddamn female Eddie Guerrero. Man. But we ain't gonna do that. We back to SmackDown. She's not even part of this fucking company.
No, you're right.
But that's why Tiffany got a motherfucking. That's why Tiffany got the belt, or the real one. Not that bullshit that a fan made up.
She don't gotta have 4.
Yeah.
To make herself be known.
Yeah.
But nah, Tiffany definitely they worked this match pretty well. I will say I did like the fact that they went back to Tuesday. They handed back to Tuesday's show.
Right.
With Roxanne Perez being on the card.
Yes.
With that interaction they had on Tuesday and Bayley. But they didn't have her do anything.
No. Just paying into the crowd. Stare down.
I will say, yeah, like this match, by all means, like my theories as far as with Bayley attacking Jade, it canceled them all out. Like I take back every statement I've ever said that it could have been Bayley that attacked her. Just for the simple fact, it was like she doesn't seem connected to it at all.
Right.
I will say I apologize for saying she was directionless because she clearly has a direction. Bayley's much like she's like the female version of Sami Zayn. You know what I mean?
They literally like chameleons. They just float and they can just fit in anywhere. They just in there.
Yeah. I will say that. What's next for her is, I mean, clearly it's going to be Roxanne Perez. They're going to have a good feud, which I think is actually going to probably come up. It's going to come down to Rumble.
For sure.
Where they kind of interact with each other finally and like kind of duke it out a little bit more to lead to another singles match possibly.
Yeah, sure.
But definitely, definitely kudos to Bayley and her veteran ways are definitely kind of selling and working for her. Yeah. Tiffy time is definitely real. Let's just say
Tiffy time is definitely real. This match was not bad in any way. Tiffy gonna be alright. She gonna be good. She's still young. She's not even that old though.
No, I think she's like 25.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she still got time to perfect her craft in the ring, even more. And I believe once that happens, she's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be very scary.
Yeah, on the money, 25.
Yes, she still got a lot of time to interact with some of the people that we believe are still good. So she'll be good. What you think about this show overall tonight? Cause I mean, yeah, whatever.
Show overall tonight. I mean, of course, like it was slow from what I was catching. I mean, I give it B plus A minus.
B plus. I'm more B. I'm more B plus than anything. It was some low spots in the show. Of course, the high was the highs. They hit on the highs for sure. They hit on the highs. And once again, shout out to Solo for having that wrestling smarts, man. Because a lot of people wouldn't have done that. A lot of people just would have stayed the course and done what they was told. I'm pretty sure Triple H commended him for that.
Oh man, when it made you stay to the course.
Yeah, well, that's when you got the right leadership in, and they can see where things is going, and especially you got to think about the Solo and them know the long story. They know where it's going. So if you're smart and you did a calculated decision to what you did, you know what you did. I mean, you just made this even better in the long run. In the long run, for sure.
The reason I gave it I couldn't give it an A plus or a solid A is just for the fact that continuity.
Yeah.
You just need to make certain things make sense. Again, storyline purposes. Again, I'm looking for story, and I love story that's being told. I love programs being told. But it's like, don't feel as though I'm that dumb and I have like that microwave popcorn type mindset where it's like, all right, it's hot now, but I'll forget it later. Like, nah, let this shit cook. I'm letting you cook, but it's like, bro, mashed potatoes. I don't need mashed potatoes and a baked potato together.
Well, I don't want.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want instant mashed potatoes. I want the real thing.
But you get what I'm saying? I don't need baked potato and mashed potatoes, bro. Like, that don't even make sense. I'm gonna mash my baked potato.
You're right. Nah, you're right. Nah, I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, it makes total sense. But yeah, for Solo and Jacob, of course, was the two spotlights of the night for me. Jacob. But you know, that was SmackDown. SmackDown was very good. Let's get into this, man. We got a lot. We got a couple topics we got to hit on tonight, for sure. And let's just start with one of the. I don't know if he's on his period. I don't know if he's being a bitch.
We're going to the.
I don't know if he wants to get back in the ring.
And unquestionable. And dividing questionable. Corey Graves. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so hard to gauge what is really going on.
Right.
As reported, he was quote unquote demoted to NXT. And voiced his opinion earlier that day, just to be pulled right before rehearsal. Sent home before rehearsal.
Okay, right. So if that happened, okay, Corey, you knew once Raw went to SmackDown. I mean, once Raw went to Netflix, that Michael Cole and Pat was going to be on Raw. So you knew Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore was coming down to SmackDown. Now, he believed it was going to be a 3-man booth.
Which not bad.
And I understand, like, he could have been frustrated because now you kicking me from there, and then you put me in a 3-man booth with Booker T, him, and who else is? Yeah, on NXT. Or was Booker going to move?
No, Booker wasn't moving. There was going to be a 3-man group.
It's going to be a 3-man booth, okay.
I will say that I think it happened the week before. Yeah, it happened on New Year's Eve. Corey was there for that show.
Mm-hmm.
It was then again. It has to go to the chemistry that he has with. And again, quote me if I'm wrong. Comment and say, like, let me know if I'm wrong in any comment fashion. Let me know. Email me. Send me a message. I think it has to do with the chemistry between him and Booker T.
I think it would clash a lot with them two being on ring announcement.
They've clashed before.
Yeah, I know.
And I think that's the issue.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's Booker T's. And I love Booker T. But Booker T does not necessarily need to be saying as much as he says on commentary, bro. His color commentary, it's entertaining, but it's just like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Shicky, shicky, quack, quack, duck, duck.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I like it. That's my man. That's trick, y'all. Like, and then like again, the stuff he says, like, it's like, bro, like, calm down a little bit. Sometimes, like, he's like, oh man, like again, I never forget the infamous Booker in the ring commentary that literally had me cracking up. I'm just like, bro, he's doing too much. And it's just like, I have a feeling that probably played into the fact of Corey. It probably kind of bugged and kind of rubbed Corey the wrong way after a while. But so he kind of voiced his opinion, saying that his dreams were kind of started from here. They took his show off the air. I will say that is kind of messed up too. The After the Bell show. Then to go into commentary, like, you couldn't wrestle anymore, which sucked.
But he's clear now.
Which leads to me to think that maybe this is all a work.
That's what I was saying. Like, we don't know what's going on with Corey. And it's the mystery. I mean, some people say he's trying to get fired. But get fired to go where?
Right, not even that. It's like, bro, you started your marriage happened because of this company.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Your new kid's life happened because of this company.
Yeah.
And so it's just scary for you to kind of, like, I know dreams are dreams, and like once you have goals for yourself, but it's nerve-wracking to think that you would kind of turn your back on what gave you a new like a breath of fresh air. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? Of course, we know Carmela is his wife, and like she hasn't necessarily been on air,
Mm-hmm.
but it's I know she gotta be returning soon. I know they had their baby and everything, so I imagine she's coming back soon.
Yeah, she probably will be.
And so it's just real hard to kind of really think, or maybe he's going off to take care of the baby. Because again, they had that, like, so their son was born in November.
And he hasn't been off yet, so.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's the case.
This ain't the right time to be getting to go home and chill because it's Mania season.
But at the same time, it has been 3 months. Right? It's been 3 months. Think about it. So it's like she's definitely returning soon.
I see it.
So which means that he could possibly go out.
Or he could be getting in the ring.
Or he could be getting in the ring. I will say, I agree. I agree.
So that was one thing that happened this week that, had everybody,
That was the big question.
Now this right here, what I'm about to say, WWE, round of applause. Round of a fucking applause for this. They are partnered with TNA.
Hey, they signed a contract with TNA, bro. I will say it's a long time coming.
Yes.
Because again, they've been teaming up with them since last year. Triple H, Paul Levesque, Hunter S. Helmsley, King of Kings, Cerebral Assassin, Terror Rising.
Yeah, you deserve it, brother. This is the Triple H
And this,
era for real.
no, seriously, because I don't think you get this deal done with Old Man.
Old man would never entertain it.
No. And I feel like now we have doors has opened up tremendously. I really just thought about the tag team you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
This has now opened up doors for the Hardys to come back for their big match, to get into the Hall of Fame. Let's just say that.
Right. No, I got
Hall
a
of
question.
Fame doors have opened for them. What's up?
I got a question. So, with them now having TNA. TNA is their new development program. And it's a two-parter. Is TNA their new development program? And does this boost NXT up to be that third official brand instead of being the little brother?
Yes. It definitely boosts them.
Mm-hmm.
It boosts NXT. I'm trying to think what days is TNA going?
I think it's a Wednesday.
Boy, think about what I'm thinking about.
I know.
WWE has just bought themselves 4 days out of the week. 4 days out the week.
And hold on, let me cook right quick. And you know what it does to that other bullshit company.
It forced them to a Thursday. Like, again,
And I can see WWE putting money into the company to boost up TNA's production as well, so it can look. It's. I don't know what Tony Khan did to Triple H, but bro, you're pissing off the wrong motherfucker right now.
no. You're in a losing fight right now. Yeah, he's outdoing you in ways that I don't think I don't even think the oldest wrestling fan living right now would have seen coming.
No.
You know what I mean? I didn't see that happening at all. I'm happy that it's going down, but boy, is what's the name now in a flux where it's like they might just have to just deal with New Japan.
So if they deal with New Japan, right?
Oh shit! I just thought about that too.
You were
Holy hell!
about
Go
to
ahead.
say, you see what they did? They shipped
Oh
Omos over to Noah, right?
yeah,
So Tony,
but even isn't TNA kind of connected to New Japan anyway?
yes,
Yeah. See, bro.
all Japan or New Japan, one or two.
Yo, time out. Here it is right here. Throughout, oh man, they launched partnerships with TNA, Dream Wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
Dream Star Fighting, Marigold, Pro Wrestling Noah, and Game Changer Wrestling. Yeah, GCW. Yeah, dog. And then and then of course they had the multi-year partnership with TNA that allows wrestling superstars and TNA superstars to show up on NXT shows, TNA Impact, premium events for WWE, and TNA pay-per-views. Yeah, dog. They I don't know what you're doing, bro. That's Monopoly. That's chess, not checkers. I'm like Tony. I don't know what you're doing, bro. You you can't beat them. I don't want to say join them because again, we know you don't want to give up that type of power. But boy, you need to do something.
What he did was
Oh my God.
he pissed off Tony Khan. This is what you did, bro. I'm gonna tell you exactly where you went wrong. You pissed off Cody Rhodes. He went back to WWE. You pissed off CM Punk. He went back to WWE. And they went back to WWE at the right time when the old man left. So now you got Triple H. You got to understand, Cody Rhodes helped build this company. He know the weak spots of this company. And honestly,
Yeah.
us just looking at the program, you know the weak spots of this company. And now with them having TNA as a partner, you like people don't understand what just happened with this. Like you said, they can come on NXT now. They can rotate talent around now. This is going to give me, and I'm gonna say it, it's going to give me. Hopefully, they can make TNA the black and gold version of NXT when we all loved it.
I do feel like it's going to be like because I said like it puts NXT to a major show. I guarantee, like we were talking about before, it gives NXT a third hour, and then they having a dynamite type of show or collision, collision type show
Mm-hmm.
with TNA. Not saying that TNA is doesn't have their own fans that their own, like you're saying, just do fans, everything like that. But it brings the exposure for every TNA star on the main front. Like Moose,
I've been wanting him to come over for a while.
exactly my point. Moose is one. Um, shit, what's his name? I don't even know if he's there anymore. James Storm.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, him and Beer Money.
My point. I feel like it definitely it we got Frankie Kazarian still there. Like yeah, it definitely does this for these superstars. However, you have returning superstars
Dolph
who
Ziggler.
left the company thinking that they were going to do something.
You got Dolph Ziggler over there, bro.
No, it's not even just Dolph Ziggler. It's just the fact that I tried to get away from them and I had to go right back. Do you think that Nick Namath, Dolph Ziggler, stays there or does he go to the other one?
I think Ziggler stays.
Okay.
Because
I'm with you.
you gotta think about it. A lot of the stuff that happened with Dolph was because of the Madman.
Yeah.
So I think as long as him and Triple H got a good relationship, I think Triple H will definitely do things with him. Shawn Mike, well, really. So think about it. Like you said, it's with NXT. So if him and Michaels have a great relationship, I can see it. Like I would love to see Moose come in to NXT, which we're going to see Moose coming to NXT. For sure. Him and what's that man? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Femi.
That's gonna be a crazy match, bro.
Yo. Now
Crazy.
I'm looking at all the personnel that's involved in TNA right now.
Yes.
Tommy Dreamer,
Okay.
Lance Storm, Josh Matthews. You remember him?
Yeah, the ring announcer.
Gail Kim,
Okay.
D'Lo Brown.
Mm.
You remember Christy Hemme?
Yeah, I remember.
Santino Marella.
Mm.
But again, just personnel.
No.
Like behind the scenes people. Like you think about all of them right there. It's just a simple fact. It's like they're now back in their home company. You know what I'm saying? They're back in the company
Where they got that push.
their biggest break, and it's crazy because it's like full circle. Oh, even Aiden English,
Oh,
he's there too.
yeah.
Yeah, again, you think about that stuff. It's like their biggest push that they ever had is all coming full circle. But you have the anonymous, the synonymous, the well-known Hardys that again are finally going to get their just due. They get their match, their retirement match. They'll get their Hall of Fame nod. Again, we're still in loom about like we're still la la land about who's going to be in this year's class.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame class for this year, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, by doing this, I think that you kind of start the right way. I feel like you can give them the nod. I will say that Jeff is probably gonna be a 2-time Hall of Famer by the end of his life.
His solo career is a Hall of Fame. And of course, what he did with his brother is definitely Hall of Fame for sure. Or is just...
I feel like when you do this now, you can go and deem a Motor City Machine Gun in the Hall of Fame for what they did in TNA.
Yeah, because everything's collaborative now.
As well as AJ Styles.
Yeah.
For everything him being the face of TNA for so long, he was literally like he held out. He like
was the Sting of TNA.
Exactly my point. He held out for the longest, did whatever he could do, did everything that you didn't want to do, all that. And literally, when time came push a shove, he went to the bigger level. And it's like you definitely have to give him those. You got to give him those accomplishments. You got to give him those certifications.
He deserves it. I mean, I know. I talk shit about AJ Styles. I don't got him in my top 10 or nothing like that. But his body of work that he's put in, like you said, TNA, and what he has been doing in WWE, yeah, he's Hall of Fame for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not a Hall of Famer. He's definitely a wrestling Hall of Famer for sure.
And of course, I know you saying prediction now. You know he won't get in the Royal Rumble. He actually might be number 1 or number 2.
Ooh, Joe, what's that?
Joe Hendry?
Yeah, Joe Hendricks, yeah.
Definitely.
Now it does make events like that more interesting when you have people, that's not outside that's outside the quote unquote the company that you might not see on the main the main brand. So if you're bringing in people from TNA, that's gonna give them a nice, I'm not TNA, AEW. I mean not AEW.
Yeah, right.
TNA,
Yeah,
I said it first. Yeah. That gives them a nice rub, no diddy, into the company and into the mainstream fans, especially if they're going to be promoting the TNA show as well, and stuff like that, where you can watch it and stuff like that. That would be definitely going to boost that company up. So, like I said, Tony Khan, you pissed off the wrong company, you pissed off the wrong people. Now you're fucked. You're fucked.
I asked you about the question about Royal Rumble. Do you move it to a 40-man or do you keep it 30?
Nah, you keep it 30.
Okay.
I only did that 40-man that one year. That shit was crazy.
I mean, I feel like a 40-man could be justified this year.
No, I don't. Reason why I say no is because 40 people. I mean, that's 30 people. That's obsolete. That's not not going to win. Just being honest with you.
We have, and I'm looking at everybody who's announced that they're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 people in the men so far. Ray Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, Seth. Ray Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, Seth, Roman, Jay, CM Punk, Cena, LA Knight.
They all believable except for LA Knight and Ray Mysterio.
Right. But so 8 people in there. That's close to, well, it's not a half, but we're pushing it, right?
Yeah, a little bit more than a quarter of the people.
Right. And so my thing is, a third of the people have been announced.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to announce more coming this week.
Yeah. Rumble 2 weeks out. For people that don't realize, Rumble is 2 weeks out.
So you don't feel as though like 40-man could happen? Like I'm not saying it's going to happen. No, maybe next year though. Next year it's probably going to be 40. Now think about it.
You're asking me, is it feasible? Yes, it's very feasible. But because I mean, the Royal Rumble is just to give people shine, and which I'm all for that. But I feel like if you have,
or you just do I'm sorry. All right, don't even worry about it. You just I'm probably gonna say what you're about to say. You've only picked certain superstars from the show that are gonna have the big notoriety. Yeah, I got you. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
Next year, let's say in Riyadh, they might do it.
Yeah,
they might do a 40-man just because. But yeah, I'm with you now. I'm with you. Yeah, they only announced one lady, one woman, one for the women's, and that's Nia Jax. But more is to come on that one within the next couple weeks for sure. For sure.
Saturday night's main event.
Let's get it.
Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
I know we talked a little bit about it. We were talking about the review of the show. When it comes to that match, where do you think it goes on?
You said where or when?
Yeah, when.
Oh, we're starting to show off.
You starting off hot.
I mean, unless you could go Braun Breaker Sheamus first. But I think you go with that one first.
I'm about to look it up right quick to see what's on this match right quick.
On the card right now, just Gunther and Jay, Braun and Sheamus, and Braun Strowman and Jacob. There's only 3 matches that are announced for this card so far.
Hold on, I'm about to do a comparison.
Which one?
So the last one, we got 5 matches on the main card. So if we go by the Triple H formula, we have 2 more matches.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, hold on. You might. Well, no, I mean the one that announced, that was a dark match. So I mean, you're right.
Yeah. I seen the D next to the Motor City Machine Guns versus A-Tail Down.
Yeah, you're right. So,
2 more matches.
Speaking of that, I just want to say I'm corrected too. It wasn't B-Fab's first debut match. It was actually her second match ever on WWE because she had one in the tournament. But back to this.
She's still green as fuck.
But yeah, I think you start
she
off
looked good though in her ring
those.
attire though. She did look good in her ring attire.
I like her entrance too. I think you might start with Braun Breaker and Sheamus. I think that might be the first one. Now I'm looking at the formula. It might be the first one.
But who's going to be the other 2 matches?
I think of programming going on now. I think we might get a Shinsuke Nakamura and LA Knight match.
I'm tired of that motherfucker, bro.
I know.
LA Knight, bro.
And you mentioned you see how we definitely just kind of gapped over the fact that he was involved in that Jacob Fatu thing. We gapped it because again, it's a force. Um, I definitely think we get that match. Oh man,
Yeah, it's kind of we gotta get a girl. We gotta get a girls match.
right. So I mean, so we got three male matches. Take both. Take that match off. I just said, take it off. Take that LA Knight match off. That's not gonna happen. I think we get if we don't get it next Friday, we get a Meechin versus Chelsea Green again.
Okay. Okay.
Right? If we don't get that next Friday, we definitely get that one. That could be one, and for the second one,
Yeah.
it might be Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax.
Okay. Yeah, she get her rematch. Her rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Get her rematch.
Mm-hmm.
So you get two women's matches, you think?
Yeah, I think you gotta get two. Just because the fact that
Yeah,
Royal
because the
Rumble's
first one
following
they
week.
did Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, and
Yep.
then
Yep.
you're right.
I think I don't think they put Chelsea Green back on it again because they did it last month. You don't want to put Liv Morgan back on it. I'm saying, of course, you don't want to put Rhea Ripley back on it because again, you have them the following week at Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Tiffany Stratton's match. Not saying that she's going to get clouded on Rumble weekend, but at the same time, it's not necessarily worth putting her on that one and have her defend if she doesn't have to. If you can push her on this night, because again, she just defended her title last night. You know what I mean? She just defended the title against Bayley. I feel as though you kind of let it rest and have her do it next week again. Have her basically as a fighting champion. You have her do it next week, and then Friday could be a non-title, or Friday could just be a segment for her. Because again, whoever wins on, you don't have her going to a program, and then whoever wins on that Saturday at Rumble fights her again. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You don't want to overexpose it. So they should have her in segments, like with the next couple weeks.
I agree with you. Now we breaking it down like this. Yeah, it makes more sense that way.
I mean, this way you don't necessarily you can have her in segments. People fight. People are coming to fight for her. She's a hunted, right? Yeah. She's not a hunted. She has a target on her back with the title. So of course, like you have her in backstage segments. You have her show off her title reign. I mean, not necessarily her title reign. You should have her show off her with the belt. You have her do segments in the backstage to promote her, yes, but she doesn't necessarily have to be in the match. Everybody else gonna want to be in the match. They gonna want all of it. You know what I mean? Don't have her do Cody Rhodes type shit, but you get my point.
Hey man, I'm not trying to be messy in any type of way. I'm about to be messy just a little bit. Jay Uso and Jay Parker.
I don't think that's real. And they definitely try to push it like it was. I'm not saying that for celebrity crush purposes at all. There's no hate. Nope. There's no heat in that at all. I have no heat for that at all. But I will say it's for the fact they caught them like at a bad angle. Like they caught her thigh in the video. They didn't catch her. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show face. They showed him. They got her right next to him. So reach.
All I'm gonna say is, if you hit it, Jay, yeet. Yo, a story came out. Another story came out about the Netflix Raw, right? I don't know if you've seen this story or not. Stone Cold supposed to be on that show.
Yeah,
he declined.
Yeah. Why? Because the thing is, again, I look at it as he was supposed to come out with Hogan.
Not with him.
Again, He would have saved Hogan's life.
Stone Cold know how to read the room. He knew not to walk out there with no goddamn Hogan.
But mind you, I think that's why he declined.
If they were gonna put a segment with him and Hogan again, I'm sorry, I would have declined that shit too.
I think he would have again. I think it was just gonna be a battle of the beer. Think about it.
Yeah, but they don't have a what's it called, a sponsorship with Stone Cold Beer Company the way they do with Hulk Hogan.
But it's just for some fact you don't think of Hogan and beer.
No, you don't.
And so that's why I think like you might have had you might have had Hulk. I mean, you might have Stone Cold come out there to he could have saved him.
No, he definitely.
That segment would have been saved if Stone Cold would have came out.
Oh my God, that's canceled for the shit I almost said about Hulk Hogan.
I mean, go ahead and say it.
It'd have been a hell of a crash out.
Go ahead and say it. Fuck it. We about to get a crash out
You
button.
think of Hulk Hogan, you don't think about beer. You think about niggas and steroids. Cause that's what he said.
No, that's on par. I
But
thought
back
you
to
were
my
going to say
Stone Cold
you're
point.
taking your vitamins. That's what I thought you were going with it. What? We all know what those vitamins were.
Yeah, back to my Stone Cold point. So, with Netflix Raw being in Dallas
Next week,
this Monday coming up,
does he make an appearance?
do we hear the infamous glass shatter?
I think we do. I would be surprised if we didn't. I'd be surprised if we didn't. It's just for the fact, again, that was one person that trailblazed
Monday night.
the Monday night era on national TV. And if you bring back Hogan, if you bring back Jimmy Hart, who was just a casualty in it all,
You brought back Taker.
you bring back Taker.
Rock was there.
Rock was there. You have no business not bringing Stone Cold.
Triple H opened it up. So you hinting at a lot of the superstars. All we missing is
Austin. I mean, you showed X-Pac that night too. Hell, you could take it further.
You had Cena too. You had Cena there. So
yeah. I mean,
how many people? It is Austin. Yeah. I mean, besides the Jim Ross, but he's with that fucked up company. But
of course, I mean, you could also think about like just synonymous people throughout the years of Raw. We didn't get Ric Flair. You know what I mean? You think about Evolution days, Batista.
Yeah, they ain't gonna bring him in right now.
But you get what I'm saying? Even for a 3-hour SmackDown, you didn't bring in Batista. And Batista was literally the face of SmackDown for a while.
No, you right. He was. No, you.
You know what I mean? He held SmackDown down. He held SmackDown down. You know what I mean? When Cena had Raw, he had that. We are getting JBL.
JBL be back Monday as well. So that's nothing. Do you think he coming back as JBL or he coming back as this new character he's been doing in TNA as well?
Oh my God, I forgot he's on TNA. But I want JBL to go back to commentary. Or at least be at the press conference before the PLEs. I'm for it.
I ain't against that.
JBL at the press conference table. I mean, well, not the pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show.
Kickoffs, bro, sire. I think they might. Oh, they might have to. They could.
Cause Big E.
Think about it. Cause Corey. I think Corey Graves is part of the kickoff show.
I thought Big E was too.
Big E is.
So you have Big E, Peter Rosenberg, right? Or what's the other? Sam, what the fuck? Or one of them two.
Yeah.
Oh. Like I said, I'm all for it. I just want to know what character he's coming back as on Monday. Is it that gimmick he been doing in TNA, or is he coming back as the billionaire JBL?
He's probably gonna do his TNA persona.
That lone star, that lone whatever fuck. I don't know what the fuck is it.
I don't think you move away from that just because of the fact that
now that they're partner with the companies.
You just gotta keep it the same. Again, I don't want people to keep doing Rock moves. Like when The Rock went to board member Dwayne Johnson, nobody liked it. To be honest, nobody wanted him to do that. Because again, don't play us like we dumb, like we don't see program. I feel like you keep JBL in character unless you bring him to commentary, to you know what I'm saying, to those type broadcast spots. You keep him as a character. You don't change him.
Nah, I'm with you on that. I was just thinking because now, like the news, of him. Of course, WWE probably knew they were partnering up with TNA, but then, they dropped it on last Monday that he was going to be showing up. Then I'm thinking I got to looking, seeing it was in Austin, even though Stone Cold live in Arizona now.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not that far, but I mean, like you said, the infamous, and you hear that glass break. We in Texas. I'm sorry for anybody else who's come after him, no Diddy, because you ain't gonna get the pop he gonna get.
I mean, hold on. Where's Sweetwater at? Sweetwater, Texas. Where's that at? Is that close to Dallas?
That's where the show is on Monday?
No. That's where JBL's from.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. But Texas and they play that. The redneck white people, they love the Texas thing. So they don't really.
Yeah, no, for sure. My thing is just for the fact, like I think about all like everybody's from there. So saying, well, he's showing up. He's showing up on Raw. He's showing up at NXT. JBL.
He's showing up on Raw.
Okay.
He's doing the Raw thing.
It'd be cool if he showed up at NXT instead.
That's why I'm thinking that if he's coming to Raw, I think he would be his regular JBL gimmick. If he was coming to NXT, it might be that Lone Ranger, just clothesline hell everybody that he wants.
I mean, you think about it though, it hasn't been that long since he's been on WWE program.
No, it's not. It ain't been extremely long, but with his reemergence into the independent scene lately, it was very shocker. Didn't nobody see this coming?
Right.
Because he's been bouncing from MLW and TNA.
Yeah.
Literally just coming in the ring and clotheslining you and ain't saying too much, tipping his hat and going. Like he ain't doing not too much of anything. He ain't talking or nothing. It just literally looked like a motherfucking hitman for hire.
He's APA.
True.
No, I'm thinking about it, he's APA.
Yeah, you right.
Other thing is he Hall of Famer yet?
Who?
JBL.
No.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He went in as what? Himself? JBL, or he went in as?
I think he did go in as himself. Yes,
Okay.
he did. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
It wasn't memorable.
It was 2020. It was a COVID year.
That's why I said it wasn't memorable. They did 2020 and 2021 the same year.
Yeah, this is the year they did the NWO. And they did the Bellas. Huh.
Yeah. Wasn't a memorable clash going in that year.
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
That's okay. As we think about it, since they haven't released their list, let's do our own list of Hall of Famers that should go in this year.
This year? I mean, we can do it right now. Shit.
Let's go.
This is my headline. This is my I mean, and mind you, I say that just for the fact that I feel like his time is due.
Oh yeah, he's definitely due.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's due. I feel like because he's been talking about it, he's like he wants to be in it. I think you should give it to him. Granted, so he'll be my headline / the Hardy Boys. Let's just say that. Between one of them, they'll be my headliner. After that, Ray Mysterio got it last year or the year before. No, you know what? Fuck both of them. My headliner, The Rock.
I was saying The Rock, bro. I was going with The Rock, honestly.
The Rock. Yeah, fuck both of them. No offense, but
So
The Rock.
I was going The Rock, Demolition, because I don't need them to die before they go in. They deserve to be into the WWE Hall of Fame. Demolition as your your nostalgia. Your one person that passed away. I'm not ready for Bray to be in yet. He deserves to be in, but I'm not ready for Bray to be in yet. I will put Sid Vicious in there because he deserved to be in there as well. Psycho Sid, whatever you want to call him. I don't know if she's a Hall of Famer yet. They showed her in the crowd tonight. Is Victoria a Hall of Famer yet?
Victoria's not a Hall of Famer. I told you, Victoria she does not get the recognition
She
she
deserved
deserves.
it then. So I will put Victoria in there, and I will lead it off, of course, with The Rock.
Is Sabu without a company?
I don't know where Sabu is. I'm
I
not
don't think he
against
is.
putting him
I
in
don't
though.
think he is. Yeah, I feel like you gotta do some type of.
Man, you know who should be in. Fuck this. I don't care what nobody say. I love him as a worker, and yeah, he was a little bit of psychotic, a little bit, but that motherfucking Raven should be in the goddamn Hall of Fame. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Hmm. 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 Hey man, Jack.
Think about his body of work in WCW, ECW, and the goddamn WWE.
Hey man, Jack.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Has any referee ever been put in there?
Well, if we gonna go referees, there should be only one referee that should start this shit off, and that no referees in the Hall of Fame. Pat White. What's his name? White. He passed away. He had the bar they used to fuck up all the time when they got in town. APA used to always mess up his bar.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a referee in there. I can't think of his name. Oh fuck, I got a picture in him though. Like I see him, but I can't think of his name. But yeah, there is a referee. But what's the call should be in there? For the screw job alone, no Diddy. Earl Hebner.
Right.
Earl should be in there.
Yeah. Now that's what I'm going. Earl should be in there. I think you give it to him, and then if I'm not mistaken, was it his son or was it Kyoto's son? I think it was Earl Herman's son.
Tim White,
That
that's his name. Tim White. He's in the Hall of Fame. You remember
Earl
who Tim,
definitely
you
deserves it,
remember who Tim
but
White was, right?
sort of.
Oh, I'm about to show you his picture.
Yeah, you know what? What's name does get into it. Well, I think. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tim.
Earl Hebner should definitely probably go get
Him and
into
his
it because
brother
the fact
both. Honestly, for real.
that TNA.
Okay, so yeah, it works.
Exactly, he's in TNA.
Hey, it works.
He did go to AEW, but TNA. He's in TNA now.
And shout out to Earl Hebner for
Um,
having the shirts that said "I screw Brett." he got a shirt that said "I screw Brett." Fuck for everybody else. I'm making money off this shit too.
but yeah, no, definitely. If you want shit, you can put them both at the same time. Again, those be the two first referees that you have in I mean, I'm sorry. There'll be another. Well, nah, Earl deserves his own spot, so fuck that.
Yeah,
That
his
could be that
brother
one.
wasn't really known as a referee. He was known as a backstage producer and shit more than anything.
Right.
And don't
So you
forget
put
about
them.
Mike Chioda, bro.
Mike Chioda, again, I said Mike Chioda, but I don't think Mike Chioda gets it the same year or Hebner would get it.
No. You're not putting all referees at one time. Hell no. Because baby Ric Flair definitely getting the fuck in there.
No. But he's going to be down the line.
Yeah, because he's still active in the company. He's still doing a lot of things in the company.
But
But
yeah, I
I
think you
would love
get
to
that.
see Earl though.
Oh man, like it's crazy. I want to say one person, but just for the simple fact that her career was so short within the WWE.
What's that? Who?
But we never gonna get her because again, her husband's over there,
Who?
Miss Irvin. For the short stint that she had, it was very impactful.
It was.
I mean, her vocals were known from the beginning of her career to the end of it,
Mhm.
and it's like if we gave Lillian Garcia that spot at a point, I feel as though she's just as just like her accomplishments are just good as well.
But she might end up coming back to the company eventually, though.
Don't count on it anytime soon.
I told you that company is going into the dirt 2027.
We get that, but again, while that pissant company still exists, as Triple H once called it, um,
Said it to
he
Billy
hasn't
Gunn.
bought
Said it to
them.
my
Yeah,
boy.
my
I
point.
remember.
My point. Yeah, as that pissant company still exists, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But definitely, I think he put AJ Styles in as well.
This year,
Yes,
The Rock headline and AJ Styles as the active wrestler.
as a co, yeah. Ray Mysterio was the headline for his. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not a.
It's hard. I know
So you
because
said,
I
hold
just
on.
first.
So I said, hold on. I said The Rock. We both agreed about The Rock. I didn't have a true
Yeah,
active wrestler at the time. No, I didn't have an active wrestler. AJ.
I think
See,
on
yeah. So okay, it making more sense now that they have the partnership with TNA that you can show all his accolades. And
yeah.
you can people that's not like us who's not updated on AJ resume. It makes sense. So you have The Rock as the headliner, AJ Styles the active wrestler who still deserves it. I'm not saying he don't deserve Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
I said Demolition because they if you look at Demolition, they deserve it. Demolition deserves it. They just
Oh, sorry, he did highlight it.
but
What's name did highlight his class? I'm sorry.
who?
Ray Mysterio did.
Yeah,
Ray Mysterio did
he
highlight.
was the headliner, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
But I mean, I don't believe we picking any bad ones. Like we said, we always could say Bray Wyatt. I just don't feel like Bray Wyatt going in yet. I just don't.
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
So I think they give it to Sid since he just passed away. Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, Psycho
Sid
Sid,
Vicious.
whatever one you want to call it. The Millennium Man. The motherfucker had a lot of names.
I'm looking at it now. I'm like, who should have been? Yeah, I'm just looking at like headliners that also had a big superstar next to him too.
hmm
That 2017 class, Kurt Angle went in, DDP went in too. Yeah, crazy, right? Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Because DDP, does he deserve to be a headliner? I would say. I would say.
No.
Oh, you crazy.
No.
Uh,
No. So you gotta look at his body of work. Okay, we're looking. You're thinking of his body of work just in WCW. What did he do very impactful in WWE?
no. I look at him for everything, like as a humanitarian.
Okay, all
Everything.
right. Him helping recover Scott Hall. I got you.
Ex-
No, I'm with you. I'm just looking at what you did in the
You're saying though.
wrestling.
I know what you're saying. I mean, then you look at like other headliners, like all right, Edge was a headliner in his class, but he also went in with the Four Horsemen.
Woo,
Right?
woo.
Right. Also, you know
Player.
who else was in that? Yokozuna was in that too.
See, Yoko didn't get his. Yoko should have been the headliner. I know he passed away. Fuck, that's the shit. See, this is what I
Right.
don't like because I mean, luckily the Madman is not in charge no more because there's no way Sid Vicious didn't do his own induction. There's no way Vader didn't do his own induction. A lot of these people that passed, I mean, Yokozuna is different because, he had a sudden death, and I understand that. Hold on. I got a question. Since we're talking about the bloodline so much, does Umaga get in?
I don't think you put him in yet until you get
Zilla in, so Zilla can do the speech?
Yes. I feel like there's no other person I would ever want to do that besides his own son.
Unless his son is not comfortable with doing it.
His son should be comfortable to do it. I mean, if not, you have him go up there with the rest of you have him go up there with Rikishi, his brother. You definitely had to do Rikishi and Zilla to do that. There's nobody else that
The
should ever do it.
Usos.
I don't
The
care.
Usos.
But again, you have Zilla there too. Like Zilla has
No,
to
no,
be
I'm
up on
with
that
you, but I'm
stage.
saying what you know, I know you heard about the, you know, what Umaga did for the Usos, bring them down to reality wrestling and all that type of stuff.
No, for sure. I'm with you on that
Okay.
one. But I would still say it has to, like, those honors deserve, it's either Rikishi
Right. No, I'm with you.
or Zilla. I'm saying again, those are the ones doing the main speaking. You have them there as moral support because of the simple fact that I know it's gonna be hard to get through. You know what I mean? You have Roman. You can even have Roman up there because again, Roman lost his brother. You know what I'm saying? And they were the tag team together. Like you do that for those reasons, and I think I'm pretty sure that's how that should go when Umaga gets up there.
But I wouldn't mind putting Umaga in there for
No, I wouldn't.
he
I
deserved it.
wouldn't.
He deserved it. His run was pretty great for what he did, especially when he was the Umaga character. Was one of the highest WrestleMania matches that year.
I mean, between Umaga and then even Jamal, even as Jamal.
No, what you 3 minute warning was 3 minute warning was you heard that you knew what was great happened when they hit. So nah,
No, but
I'm with you.
there's what you like. Oh, it's good.
Nah, it was definitely I was just thinking of it because you know what's going on with the bloodline and everything that's
Yeah.
going on, and I just Umaga he definitely deserved his flowers. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
because he even though it wasn't a long run, but it was a very impactful run that he had, and he was in one of the biggest matches of the year, that WrestleMania that year, the billionaire.
I mean, I don't think what's his name owns his I don't think he owns his WrestleMania appearance anymore.
Who?
What 40 is he 46 or he's 40 he's 47. He's number 47 now if I'm not mistaken.
You say he don't own his WrestleMania appearance anymore?
I don't think he tries to have his WrestleMania appearance show up anymore.
I don't go. Fuck him.
I mean, hey,
Let me stop saying shit like this.
he's number 47, but yeah,
Yeah,
number
but
47.
I'm just saying, with Umaga being involved, him and Bobby Lashley in that match, that was super dope.
Yeah.
That match was.
Ooh, and I'm gonna say this lightly. Don't kill me. Does Shane O'Mac deserve to be in there?
He deserved to be Hall of Famer. Yes.
Okay.
What he did in the ring, and yeah, Shane deserves it. Hell yeah, Shane deserves it. Yeah, hell yeah, the boy wonder deserves it. For a lot of things he did. But
All right. So we said The Rock's in there. Who inducts him?
mm,
Who
mm,
inducts them?
I don't know. I don't know. The Rock's so weird. You never know. This motherfucker might pick a random weirdo. Who you don't know what The Rock. He might
I
pick
think
like
Austin.
you would want to say Austin, but Rock could probably fucking have Brian George fucking do the shit.
Or you can have his daughter do it.
Ava not that good on the mic, bro.
Not bad.
She ain't that good neither.
Or do you have his mom do it?
I can see that. His mom, something like that.
Because I don't think you put an active superstar on there. I don't think you give the job to Roman.
Even though Roman put in Paul Heyman.
But again, he put in Paul Heyman because who is not really that good on the mic that could do it for Paul Heyman? Brock. Ain't no way Brock putting anybody in.
What the fuck?
Never. Now that will be a headline itself.
If
Paul Heyman doesn't put Brock in, I feel as though Kurt Angle should.
Nah, it would be Paul Heyman. Brock wouldn't pick nobody else.
I mean, no. I'm with you. I'm saying I feel like if it's anybody else that were to do that job, it'd be Kurt Angle.
I'm saying if Minnesota ever gets the fucking WrestleMania, they done messed themselves up so many times because they done talked about, oh, we gonna get it, then WWE don't like releasing. If they don't release it first or they not leaking it, they don't like when other people do it. So Minnesota done screwed herself a couple times having this mania.
I mean, yeah.
So if they ever get it, I think Brock is definitely the headliner in Minnesota for sure.
Has to be. I mean, there's no way around that.
So I mean, whenever it's official that Minnesota gets that, then we will see the Brock Lesnar goes in. Brock is so weird on the microphone though, man. He cringy on the mic sometimes.
I think that when you let him be him, I think he'll be fine.
Nah, yeah, because what's it called would carry it for him for sure.
You know what I mean?
Paul
When you let
Heyman,
him be him.
yo, that motherfucker, the reigning.
WrestleMania right now, of course, we got it in Vegas this year. I think they're looking at Indianapolis next year.
No, Indianapolis got the what's it called? They're not getting it. No, Indianapolis got the Royal Rumble.
I'm looking at the WrestleMania list right now, though.
Yeah, but
I think it depends on how this year does.
they're not gonna give him a Rumble one year and then turn around and give him Mania the next. It's not happening.
I'm just telling you right now, they have a TBA, so I'm saying it's going to happen sooner or later.
No, I'm not saying it's going. I'm not saying it's not happening. I don't see it happening the following year. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
What? WrestleMania 42. No, they are talking. Who's looking on here now? I'm looking. I think what's his name? I think Josh Shapiro, the governor from Pennsylvania. I think he wants it back.
You keep saying that bullshit. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't coming back to the East Coast, bro.
Not.
You better settle for a SummerSlam or some shit, bro. You're not getting a Mania again.
No. I think like we can only do it when it's warm.
As I said, a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
We can't.
We can only do it when it's we can only do it when it's warm. Like we can't do it in cold weather. Cold, nah.
It's too
Especially
unpredictable.
not now. Like we are gonna get snow. We get snow now.
Yeah.
Get snow this week.
Well, it gets snowed tomorrow. So
yeah. But that's the same thing with. I mean, but they're inside the dome.
It's in the dome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're more worried about people getting there, but once you're inside, it's a controlled climate. So I mean, that's the difference.
Yeah.
So that's why I say Minnesota just need to shut the fuck up and let it happen because y'all keep running your mouth. I know y'all want it and y'all keep putting it out there, but like, if y'all see how WWE works, they don't work like that. So y'all gotta just shut up and just let it happen. And if you got the most money, you bid it and you gonna get it. Like that's how it's working now. So at the end of the day, if it happens, Brock goes in, of course, as the headliner for sure. Brock been so quiet since the Freak Boy shit done came out. I mean, we see pictures of him here and there with his daughter because she's a fucking collegiate wrestler. So we've been seeing things like that with her. But we haven't heard anything.
They might go to Tennessee. What are you gonna say that? They're building a new stadium.
I'm about to say the new stadium, Gray come.
Yep. Them building a new stadium, it makes sense. Unless they want to go back down north. I mean, go back down south.
I want to see him in the new Georgia Dome.
That's an option.
The new Georgia Dome, they haven't had one, and they had it in the old Georgia Dome, not the new one.
I'm trying to see the pattern.
There ain't no pattern. It's all about who got the money.
No, it looks like a pattern. I'm not gonna lie to you. They do 2 down south.
Even
go to the East Coast.
Not to talk about football or nothing, but even the football thing ain't. You got it in New Orleans this year. Then they got it in where the 49ers play, and then SoFi again. Like, bro, that's two California Super Bowls back to back. Crazy.
I will say this. I know it's not a sports podcast. If Minnesota didn't freaking lose last week, if they didn't lose the way they did last week,
yeah, you're right.
we might be talking about next year them getting Mania.
You're right. You're right.
Because of course you look at them going and competing for a title.
Bring prominence to
Yeah,
they bring prominence to the city. Right. No, you're right.
imagine the Viking type logo that WrestleMania would have in Minnesota, a purple one at that.
Man, they would have brung a motherfucking boat in that motherfucker. They'd have built the goddamn pirate shit.
Point
No,
exactly.
you
You would
right.
have had
No, you
that
right.
look.
Because WWE does look at what the Super Bowl does in certain cities, and they either come 2 years later or a year later. So they do piggyback off of that, and vice versa though, because the NFL does look at see what WWE do. So in this realm, we're not really mixing the two podcasts because that's just what they do. They look and see what does numbers. Because think about it, when Mania was in East Rutherford, remember we had the Mania over there at the Giant Stadium, and then we had the Super Bowl up there. So it's like. That wasn't the same year. No, I think that was like a couple years apart. I think the Super Bowl came first, and then WWE went up there. If I'm mistaken.
Okay, but I mean, like, you can also look at it like this. You also look at when they went to SoFi
Right.
for the Rams.
Yeah.
That was 2013. Of course, they looked at again when it opened. Did it open that year? Or open the year before?
Shit.
That was
Don't sleep on Texas getting another one. Cherry World. I mean, what the fuck? Cowboy Stadium. I mean, it could go anywhere, bro. Especially with these stadiums getting so high tech and everything. Don't get it wrong. If the goddamn Clippers owner owned the football team, you imagine what the fuck that stadium would look like?
yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
Washington about to get a new
Yeah.
stadium eventually.
So a good one we can say is freaking 37 when they're in Tampa.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, just right after Super Bowl.
Right.
Again, they brought the Super Bowl in. All right, we're gonna lock in.
Yep.
Cool, perfect. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm saying last year them going to Philly was hot. You know what I'm saying? They were hot. Why wouldn't they try to capture that?
No, it was a good it was a good thing, but
Vegas, of course, Vegas has the dome. You know what I mean? They had the sphere. They had all that type of shit going on that they got established. Yeah, we'll lock this in. You know what I mean? Brand new hockey puck of a stadium in the middle of the fucking desert. Like,
they do like a hockey puck, bro.
yeah, like they literally, I mean, for all the hype that they gave it to, which was hard, which was tough. Plus it had Super Bowl last year.
Yeah. So yeah, they do piggyback off each other for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's like the biggest. I mean, in America, they are pretty much the two biggest events that goes on.
Yeah, because everything else is just regular. Like
Basketball, no disrespect to basketball, but that's not in the neutral site. That's in the whoever win the city.
Or away, exactly. You either home or away. Like there's no away teams for either or. I was thinking about that.
And then now with WrestleMania is stretching out 2 days, and it's always been a event for the whole week. So, and we all know, Super Bowl too. I mean, they get a week off, so then the week of the game. So everything.
What?
So they definitely pattern after each other in so many different ways. But yeah. So, anything else you want to touch on? We get up out of here. We had 2 hours.
We good.
Yeah. So, man, like I said,
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. They definitely going back to the West Coast after next year. How about that?
Who?
WWE going to the West Coast next year.
I mean, like you said, SoFi. They still got SoFi, or they can go down to
Levi next year.
That's what I just said. It's at Levi, then they go to SoFi.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So yeah, they always piggyback off each other.
They go to Atlanta in 28.
Unless Saudi Arabia,
Minnesota.
Unless
No.
Listen to me. We're not in the McMahon era no more. We're in the TKO era. They about money.
No.
That motherfucker listen, he took over boxing. What you think he great take over next? Anything else? Don't be mad if we get a goddamn Super Bowl in Saudi Arabia. Shit.
No.
That motherfucker giving out money. They got oil money. They got Arab money. They got that Arab money. I'm telling you, bro. Money talks. Money talks.
No,
Okay, man.
absolutely not.
Okay, man.
You bugging. No,
Listen, I ain't
reason
bugging. I'm trying to be a businessman. That's all.
I don't think they would ever do a Mania over there.
Okay,
I
man.
think they would. There is something else I want to touch on. Sorry, before we get out of here. The Backlash.
Mexico.
Go! And let me stop. But yeah, it's already been announced that they're out there, and
Bad
of
Bunny.
course, exactly.
Bunny is back.
He's not Mexican. He's Puerto Rican, but at the same time, he has been in talks
They
about
cousins.
coming back.
They all cousins. They speak that guala guala shit.
Whoa.
I don't give
I'm
a
not gonna let you do
huh?
I'm not gonna let you do that.
They speak that guala guala shit.
Hey yo, hit the button, bro, because that crash out statement of the pod today. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans are two different descents, man.
I said they cousins.
No, they not.
Do they speak that guala guala bullshit?
They don't speak Guala Guala, though. They're two different dialects. It's two different types. Come on. I'm not gonna let you do that. Why? Because Puerto Ricans are us.
Nigga, we
Puerto
all
Rican.
under the poverty line, so it don't fucking matter.
I'm about to say something bad. Say something bad. I'm not saying it. But no, because you're on the private line, no. Because at the end of the day, we're not necessarily related to every color, but Puerto Ricans are literally us, dog. They literally us. But, yeah, no. If with that going down, I think that would be actually cool. I mean, Mexico, it seems like Backlash is going to be the most international show on the list.
Backlash will be in the running for the best show every year if they continue with this shit. Because France was crazy last year as well.
Wow. I loved it. I loved it. If I'm not mistaken, where they went to Australia year before?
I think so. But that wasn't as Australian people weird.
No, I'm lying. No, they didn't.
What was Australia? They did go to Australia for something.
It was something for Rhea, wasn't it? It was something for Rhea.
That shit was weird though. But
It wasn't weird.
it was too weird.
Was it No Mercy?
I don't know what the fuck it was, but don't go back again.
Nah. Either way, nah. Them went going to France though. That was definitely
Nah, France was crazy. France was rocking.
They rocked that one. That was pretty good.
They had the hard camera, no Diddy shaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is episode number 25, cuz god damn.
It was Elimination Chamber, by the way. 25.
25, man.
Hey, we had a quarter. We had a quota.
Yeah, we had a quota.
I ain't got a quarter on me, but you know what I'm talking about.
I ain't quota on me in this room either. But great week of wrestling so far, especially with the WWE news that's going on. Tony Khan, I don't know what the fuck you gonna do, bro.
Yeah, you got to do something. You want your company to last?
You gotta do something, bro.
You better go sell some ass. Like, I'm dead.
Better go get what's her name? Monet Divine. What's her name?
Who?
What's the bitch name? Sasha Banks.
Oh, Monet. Mercedes Monet.
She better go start her OnlyFans, motherfucker. That's only how y'all gonna survive.
Sure.
Then again, I don't even want to see that. I take that back. She ain't got no curves.
I'm crying.
Let me get the fuck out of here before I crash.
No, you see, I'm turning the light on for a reason. Cause you, wow.
Okay.
I've been contained. I think I'm gonna just start crashing out on sports shit. I'm not crashing on wrestling no more.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm crashing out when I feel like it's needs to be crashed out.
Again, I'm no longer the crash out king. I am just King Matt.
You birthed the crash out king on our network. You birthed it.
I'm ignoring your shit because again, that's the only reason I don't need the title anymore. I am King Matt, and this was episode 25 of the Rocboyz Wrestling Podcast. You see this light, you already know what's about to be said on the mic.
We'll catch y'all Monday.
Hey, for those out there in the world that don't know, I love you, man. See? Come.
I love you too.
Come.
Tell Jade I said hi.
Hey.
I love you, Solo. First thing on my mind when I open up my eyes and realize is I love you, Solo. Just in a couple seconds, I'm about to show the world what happens when you don't acknowledge the one and only tribal chief. So Monday, when Solo beats Roman's ass, 1, 2, 3, the whole world